Streets cluttered with wheelie bins and recycling containers. This is what ministers call bin blight. Sometimes there's nowhere to hide them between collections, and after the bin men have come, they can be all mixed up. One resident in Leeds couldn't even find hers this morning.
That's the first time I've ever lost my bin. The problem that I have is I'm kind of mid-terrace at the back, so the bin men don't have a throughway down there, so we have to leave our bins in the middle here, which is kind of not ideal for the pedestrians.
A bit of an eyesore really, aren't they? Yeah, just millions of them everywhere. And a pain, because when the bin men come and empty them, they just get left in the street, so you have to move the entire streets worth of bins to get back in your drive.
This perhaps is how it should be, a nice little outdoor cupboard to hide the rubbish away. But not everyone is so lucky. Of course, with older properties like these in Leeds, there often isn't anywhere convenient to put the bins, so they end up in the street. But with new build properties like these, the design can include somewhere to put the bins that's off the pavement. Fresh guidance will encourage councils to think about bin storage when new homes are being planned, and tighter building regulations could give that more legal force. But some authorities say they're doing it already. Claire Lancaster moved into this well-thought-out development near Leeds 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's great that they can go in the garage and they're not in the way on the street, so it's not an obstacle course when you're pushing a pram down.
And where you used to live, it was a problem?
Yeah, it could be, definitely.
Just dodging around the bins with the pram and bashing into things?
Yeah, definitely. It's nice that they don't have to do that here.
This is just the latest in a series of instructions from ministers to local government that councils have given a mixed reception. Announcements on double yellow lines, parking charges and travellers' sites. Today the Community Secretary returned to his favourite subject, rubbish collection.
We're issuing guidelines, which we will obviously consult on, about ending bin blight outside new properties, which we mean not to have bins outside the front of the property, or at least to have some way of covering them.
But when it comes to the bin service, council leaders say their surveys show that the vast majority of residents are actually pretty content. Mike Sargent, BBC News, Leeds.